Welcome to this week's legislative report. This week, senators began floor debate on a short list of bills sent to the floor by committees. The bills are primarily non-controversial measures and include two bills introduced on behalf of NACO. LB 58 would repeal an outdated process for filing jeweler's liens in county clerk's offices, and LB 126 would allow counties that sell their bonds competitively to have an extended call period. Committees continue to hold hearings and advance bills. Many of them will be scheduled for floor debate next week. One of the Revenue Committee's hearings next week will focus on inheritance taxes. LB 468 was introduced by Senator Rob Clements as part of his commitment to find sources of replacement funding for inheritance taxes, or pay-fors, that do not increase property taxes. A NACO study this summer generated ideas for increased fees and commissions to reflect actual costs, updated distribution formulas, and state assumptions of responsibilities. Several of these are included in the bill. Governor Jim Pillen met with the NACO board by Zoom this week to give his assurance that revenues lost from inheritance taxes will be replaced by other funding or backstopped by the state. He expressed willingness to testify to this position at the hearing in person or through staff. Because of that, the NACO board voted to conditionally support the bill, contingent upon replacement revenue. If the amount generated by pay-fors is reduced, the inheritance tax rate reduction should be adjusted accordingly. The bill as written would reduce inheritance tax rates for extended family and unrelated beneficiaries to 1% of the clear market value of property received by each beneficiary in excess of $100,000. This is estimated to reduce inheritance tax collections by $33 million. Some of the pay-fors for replacement revenue include increasing county's share of documentary stamp taxes and administrative fees for motor vehicle tax collections, increasing marriage license fees and fees for advertising delinquent taxes, increasing nameplate capacity tax rates, and reallocating car line taxes and insurance premium taxes. The hearing on LB 468 will be on Wednesday, February 5th at 1:30 p.m. in room 1524 of the state capitol. It will be live streamed on Nebraska Public Media. This week, the Revenue Committee heard a bill that combined revisions to tax sale procedures and building permitting processes. The tax sale portion of the bill contains language crafted by county treasurers and tax sale purchasers to clarify notice and fee provisions that were enacted 2 years ago. Because those provisions required personal service on property owners, sheriffs often made repeated attempts to serve notice, and county treasurers were given little guidance to determine when to collect the fee and how much it should be. The proposed language would allow investors to receive a flat $150 administrative fee, regardless of whether service is completed, and would allow notice by personal or residential service, with notice by certified mail if other attempts are unsuccessful. The fee for publishing the list of delinquent property prior to the tax sale would be increased from $5 to $20 per parcel to reflect actual publication costs. Language included in LB 968 on behalf of land banks would shorten the time frame to request a tax deed or apply for foreclosure from 3 years to 2 years for property that is vacant and abandoned. The permitting provisions of the bill would enact a 60-day shot clock for local governments to approve permits. By right provisions would allow developers who have met the standard for a project to develop it without the need for local government approval. Proponents said that the proposals would facilitate the development of affordable and workforce housing. Opponents, including counties and cities, questioned the impact of rushed decisions and a lack of oversight on local zoning, future planning, and neighbors' rights. The committee took no immediate action on the bill.